A few weeks ago I had this fantastic opportunity given to me by Healthway and also Save the Children to come up north and do workshops with the Aboriginal communities. So this is something that doesn't get to happen very often, and myself and an artist, Di Taylor, decided to fly on up and test the grounds and see what it's like. And so far I have to say the experience has been very eye-opening and very heartening.
You're going to write a story in paint that tells people about who you are.
The structure is very simple, so they've got clear, simple instructions. Get them to choose one item that they want to actually show about themselves, and then show them some sort of structure of how to compose a portrait and how to structure it, how the actual face works proportionally. So it's not a big challenge in a sense that you're giving them some rules to work by and then saying they can actually throw them out if they want to. They don't have to adhere to the rules. There's no rule that they can paint in the traditional method or they can paint in any style they want to.
To the others, I want you to think really quietly, what is the one special thing that you're going to show in this picture about yourself? It can be a secret and you can hide it in the picture.
The children are so polite and so respectful. They've listened to all the instructions and actually painted some amazing paintings because they're very patient. So far has been that I've tried to focus on them showing something about themselves, and in doing so I've made them think about what is special about themselves. So the process is probably fairly unique in their lifestyle here, where they actually get to think specifically about what makes that person unique, and they get to show that in a visual way which is not threatening, because they don't have to speak it, they don't have to write it down. They can actually use colour and shapes and form to express what they think is special about them, and they get to sit for a couple of minutes in quiet just thinking about themselves. And so it's a very good way of focusing on their own self-worth, making them understand that they're valuable, and then being able to show it to other people.
I like to play football, and my best part is the face and my hair. Hi, my name is Gloria, and my favorite sport is basketball, and I like to draw. I like to draw, and I like to draw the hair.
I think that's a really important part of expressing their own ability to be important in the community, so therefore the other people can see that and see that they think that they're important too.
And my name is Yato, and I like how I did the mohawk.
The response of the kids I wasn't expecting. I didn't think they'd pick up the ability to draw so quickly as what they did, and the way they mixed their colours and the way they asked a lot of questions, that was something I wasn't expecting. And I think they all walked away with a big smile and felt really proud of what they did.
Up to your top of your head. Okay? Now, do you see something special about that hand?
Yeah.
It's
actually a puppy.
It's actually the same size as your face. Get it? Nearly the same size. So, if you put your hand now on your bit of paper in front of you.
Community's really responding to the art workshops, and they're responding to the whole idea of art within their community. I think art in the communities is all about bringing the community together. Having talked to the people who are with Save the Children, who are on the ground, so they're Aboriginal people who've lived here and born and bred here, getting their opinion was really interesting, because what they're trying to do is to bring the community back together. So they want activities where, you know, the father, the mother, the child, the auntie, the grandmother can all participate as a group, because they're wanting to bring that whole sense of community back together so that people are responsible for each other, and it's all about, you know, treating each other in the right way. And I think they're working very hard to do that. And art is a very peaceful medium. It's a really contemplative, thoughtful process. And not only that, you actually get a result. So as far as a tool to bring a community together, it's a very good way, because, I mean, you saw the kids who were there this morning. In that kind of environment, they were really settled. They could have easily been running around like lunatics, and yes, when we gave them the stress balls, they obviously started running around. So, but when they have a paintbrush in their hand, something makes them stop.
I love to draw pictures.
And what's your favourite thing about your painting?
The background.
What's in your portrait?
I'll go for ducks and waters. I got goal square and football oval, and I like doing painting and drawing. Reading.
For myself and for Di, we can see this as an opportunity of coming back and doing even more workshops to help teach perhaps the members of the community how to do art themselves, so that they can then teach the rest of the people. Because I think there's definitely a need for that here. You know, there's a beautiful peacefulness. Everything here is a lot slower, which really lends itself to art. And just to see the results that they came up with today, when they only had 2 hours, I think we can see that they've got a long way to go, and they've got the skills to do so. They just don't necessarily have the tools or the chances given to them.
Artrinsic would like to thank Save the Children through its Indigenous support program and Healthway as part of its Go for 2 and 5 regional youth competition for facilitating and enabling us to undertake a series of portraiture workshops within the Dampier Peninsula. Save the Children's Indigenous Support Program is a program working with communities of Ardialoon, Beagle Bay, Lombardina and Jarragen. It is a community-based program coordinated by Save the Children and delivered by a skilled local team of community workers. The aim is to enhance parenting skills, build more connected and resilient communities, reducing disadvantages due to isolation, and increase social engagement amongst families. This program blends with the key objectives of Healthway because it looks at creating healthy environments for children through good nutrition by eating balanced diets of fruits, vegetables and locally caught produce, physical activity and, most importantly, discouraging smoking. We are very proud to work in conjunction with Healthway and Save the Children to encourage creativity, offering greater resources and coordinated spaces that are not often accessible in remote locations such as the peninsula communities, and most importantly, to showcase the talents of its youth.